Hi, this is related to standard two of my practicum, and it's related to um, peer supervision that we took part of within our cluster. Peer supervision was sessions held 2 to 3 times a term that coincided with our staff meetings, where we got together with our colleagues and discussed um, problem solved, resolved ethical dilemmas, or engage in collegial discussion, review of practice. Now, this was held through, and I'll just find it for it here. This was held through a company, the coaching and mentoring company, which we had PD in earlier in the year for it there. Peer supervision, I started off quite skeptical, but once I got into it, I found it quite a good tool. Once I started to trust the members within my group and found the use to have it happen. We have what's peer supervision? Opportunities for deep reflection on practice, with the goal of assisting people to develop their professional competency through particular and peer supervision skills. Now, how it works, we got together with a group of 4 to 6 of us in our staff meeting. These are the same people throughout the year. Confidentiality is important. We bring a problem or a dilemma or some good news, and I'll go through the tools we use for that one there to discuss those situations. And as a case where we gain insight from both us, supervisor, and being supervised by the people going through. The tools involve sharing challenges or reviewing a difficult situation, sharing and learning for new success, thinking through future challenges, scenarios, exploring professional issues, sharing practice through storytelling, sharing viewpoints, supporting each other's work. Now, there was a set way to go through those. We have a facilitator. There's a check-in that occurs within the first 5 minutes. We go through and just do what's on top for all the staff, just to, one, to engage them, and two, to find out if there's any issues going on. Often that opens the door for what we're going to talk about in peer supervision. All staff members have an opportunity to do their peer supervision. So within the hour and a half period, our group of 5 or 6 will all speak through using the tools here. And we finish with a checkout at the end. Now, what are the tools we have there? We have good news analysis. This is where we present a piece of work that especially gone well, describe what happens, identify what factors contribute to success. There is the other members in the peer supervision, give a response to those ones there, and the supervisee, we just respond back to what they've said. Vertical tool. This is a good one there for a present situation from your work that you would like to know how to deal with more effectively. It could be something happening in the office, could be something happening in the workplace, could be within the schools, the students, etc. Again, share of experiences. Peers take turns to say what they have done in the situation. It's a statement of what actually happens rather than what should happen. Supervisory sums up again there. Practice review. Present a situation, piece of work, a dilemma that you would like to manage more effectively, including your actions, thoughts, and feelings about what you did or didn't do. The people listening would ask questions for clarification. Peers act in the devil's advocate about that one there for 4 minutes. Then they have an angel advocate, where they talk about what has gone well. Supervisor, again, we sum up the question there. Critical incident. Incidents may arise from major incidents, day-to-day work events. And it's almost like a debriefing of the incident so we can see where we go. The goal of the initial debrief is to allow the sharing of emotions and reactions without judgment and to validate their normal but sometimes uncomfortable effects. Upsetting critical incident. Again, it's a chance where we can support the assistant following an upsetting or critical incident at work. This can be carried out by one or peers. Professional issues review. Tools helpful for exploring professional issues, dilemmas, ethical situations. And again, we're here to agree at time what it's going to be. We have a set run to round 1, round 2, round 3 as we go through. Technical tools, useful when things of a technical nature and we want to get a bit of advice, present a question or learning need. Make sure you identify the specific aspects you would like help with, what exactly you'd like to know more about. The others in the group have a chance to share relevant information, share experience, share perspectives, offer suggestions. Supervisee listens to all offerings, takes what's useful, ignores the rest. Dress rehearsal. This is the time where we could go through, say I'm doing a presentation or there's a situation coming up and I want to rehearse it with someone. Outline what you want to rehearse, the situation you're feeling about, what it is you want to achieve and how you can plan to rehearse it. Coach anyone from roles they might have to play. Set up environment so it resembles the reality. Carry out the rehearsal as a role play, including actions replayed at a point until you and the group are satisfied with your actions and behaviour, of reflection and a commitment to. That is peer supervision. Again, as I say, we hold that 2 to 3 times a term. Previously, we used to have a separate day where everyone would travel to it, but with 3 officers with an hour and a half this travel distance between them, it was felt it was easier to combine them with staff meetings. Logistically, it just worked better for you. Thank you for your time on that. Let's go back and see you with some more videos soon.